Yeah, extremely proud. The team has put in a ton of work over the last 3.5 years that we've had this staff together, and to get rewarded in this way is amazing. We've put ourselves in really good positions throughout the seasons we've been here to be able to capitalize on an opportunity like this. So to be able to represent our club on the international stage, there's very few ways to do that, right? With club football, to play globally, and we have a chance to do that, and I know the guys are looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean that's what football is all about, right? Special moments where players step up, make a big play in the right time, and so there was never a moment in that game that I think any of our team felt that we were gonna lose, even being down on a questionable penalty call and trying to fight back to tie up the game. It just felt like we had control of the game. It felt like that chance was going to come, and it did. And when it did, we capitalized on it, which is really important. Sometimes that chance comes and then you don't capitalize on it, and we did. So as soon as we tied it up, went into overtime, I think the momentum had changed at that point, and it seemed clear to us that we'd be able to win it. And so Denis being able to get that finish in the middle of or the end of overtime and is extra time was amazing. It's why you play football. Yeah, I mean those are the moments that you love the game of football, right? When you're down a goal, you feel like you have the momentum to come back and tie it. The team had belief the entire time. Even going down a goal, it was clear in our response and the way we were playing that we were confident we could get the equalizer, and then to do that at the end of regulation gave us all the momentum going into extra time, and knowing then that it was going to be hard to lose that game. So Denis putting that goal away to officially seal it and put us through was exciting. It's what we play as footballers, is we play for those moments, and to have it at our home stadium in front of our fans was really special. Yeah, it was a culmination, I think, not only of that game and not only of our ability to now come compete in the Club World Cup, which is huge, and huge for the club, and huge for this organization, everything they've done to build the brand that they've built, put us on that international stage. But it was also for me being here for the last 3.5 years. It was a bunch of finals, a bunch of really high highs, some low lows, winning a major cup here, winning our MLS Cup here, and then losing in a CONCACAF final. And so just like these back and forth moments. And so to have another moment with this group to be able to celebrate something as big as entrance into the Club World Cup was really special. You can see in the video with all the responses from the players, it was a moment of just pride in what we had accomplished. Yeah, I think you realize in football, and I think we proved to ourselves in this game against America that when we play at our best, we can hang or beat anybody, and we truly believe that. And so football is a game of taking advantage of your opportunities, being clinical in certain moments of the game. And so we proved to ourselves that if we're connected as a team in that way, we feel confident to go play against anybody, which is exactly what you need now going into a Club World Cup, where you're playing against teams that have big time pedigrees, big followings, big time players. So to have that confidence that we can go in and make a splash in this tournament is going to be hopefully set us up for some success. Yeah, I think, having it be on U.S. soil, you've got a bunch of international football fans here that don't often get times to see their teams live, to be able to experience the joy of football live in their own country. And so to have these international club teams come here and play in a tournament like this, I think is going to be very exciting for the fans. And then you mix that in with their local favorite teams, and you've got some MLS teams, some US-based teams that are also going to be competing for those, those spots. It's the perfect sort of matchup, and I think it's going to raise the game here, which is important, and I think it's also going to bring fans the joy of following their team, the joy of seeing the international game here on our soil. Well, that will be interesting because every league has its own style. Every league is known for something that they do. The Spanish league, the English league, the French league, the MLS here in the United States. There's so many different styles and ways to play, and leagues, countries just tend to like morph into one style, whether they mean to or not. And so to then get those different styles on one stage playing against each other, it's going to be really interesting. On top of that, you don't have a ton of like video of playing against these teams, and so it's going to be difficult to learn the style and adapt to that style. So it'll be a good test of football acumen, being able to pick things up on the fly, being able to adjust game plans and tactics on the fly. I'm excited to see that side of it. Yeah, having the experience of Ugo and Ollie in this locker room and their experience winning World Cups and playing at the highest level and playing for their national team for an insane amount of caps, and just their pedigree is, I think, not only important for us on the pitch, and in our games, our matches, that we need those that experience, we need those minutes, we need those caliber players. But I think one thing I wasn't as aware of needing was their presence in the locker room, the type of people they are, the type of teammates they are, the joy that they bring to be around this club. Those are the sorts of things that I think can change a club from the inside. And this club's done an amazing job bringing in crazy talent. When you're talking about Gareth Bale and Giorgio Chiellini and now Ugo and Ollie and these sorts of guys, one thing that they've just never missed on is the locker room presence of these guys. They come in, there's no ego, there's no like, look at me, put me in front of the camera. They're just a part of the team, they're a part of the guys. And when you have a star or multiple stars like that, it changes everything, and it gives everybody else that extra boost of confidence to play at that level. And I can't say enough good things. We could talk about those two all day long. I just can't say enough about them and what they mean to this club. Absolutely. Yeah, there's guys that are just in a different level skill-wise, and Denis one of those. He just has another gear that he can kick it into. His ability to attack players 1v1. I would not be shocked if Denis found himself in some golden boot race for the tournament, or some sort of like MVP sort of thing. I don't know what that is for this tournament, but he's another guy that when it comes to game time, he turns it on and turns into a different sort of animal, a different sort of level that is clearly why our team has been where it's been. And when you look at the stats he's put forward over the last couple of years, it's just crazy. Yeah, it's something that we've obviously wanted to do as a club. Something that we've talked about is competing at the highest stages in global football, and this is it. I think it's also something that we're not afraid of, and we're not like backing down from these bigger names, these bigger teams. We want to go test ourselves and see where we match up against these guys, and we're confident that we can go get results in this tournament. Like, there's no question about that. We got to go do it. There's a lot of work to be done, but there's no question we're not going in as like, an underdog. Let's see what we can fight for, but we're going in to get results. Yeah, the mindset is clear to go get results in this tournament. We believe we can go forward out of our group. We believe that we can, if we play our style of football and play our best football, that we can for sure advance out of this tournament. So that's the goal as players. And then as a club, I think the goal is to continue to showcase a brand that really just got built 7 years ago here, and really go put us on the world stage. I know the league here has grown a ton. I know our club has a good brand worldwide, but this is just another step in furthering that brand and letting people know who LAFC is. There's only so many tournaments, especially at a club level, that takes you outside of your area, takes you outside of your region. We talk about the tournaments that we have with Open Cup here, the CONCACAF Champions Cup. It's all just regionally based. There's very few times your club can go really help you hit that international market. And this is that tournament. So I think it's going to give the club a good broadcast to the world of just what's happening in the MLS, the way that this league is growing, and then the way that our club and LAFC has put itself on the map and has proven that we're one of the best clubs, for sure in the US, for sure in the MLS, but we want to now prove that globally.